Episode 185. Super Duper Gohan. Oh yeah, remember when Trunks went super buff and then couldn't win? Chucky Click. Oh yeah, Satan was redeemed. Remember that? Oh, who's this? Even the little dude, you see the Chucky Crew dude? He was even interested. But have we had... so we've had Gohan have his moments a number of times. And so now this Cell arc has been a hell of a lot about that, you know? And it makes sense, storytelling-wise, to go from Goku's arc of development and discovery to go to Gohan's. But that is just, it's a meaty storytelling beat to use for just the development of one of the main characters. But there's something about that you have Goku on the one side with the Frieza arc and his whole thing and that big conflict for his development and his character. And then you have Cell, same thing for Gohan. And obviously we're not sure, exactly where it's going to go here. But like that is some hefty storytelling to have just this growth amongst these two characters, you know, a lot of episodes, a lot of things going on just to get this bit of growth from these two. But they are the central characters of the whole franchise, so I guess it makes sense. Oh! That's impossible! Whoa, did you just chop his head off there with Chucky? Nani? Nani? One of them took off. Another one. Yeah, Chi-Chi's been a little one note lately, huh? She's just about, get to studying. And that's pretty much it. But, archetypally, she fits the whole nurturing mother thing, and she doesn't want her poor baby boy to be out there fighting monsters like Cell and the like. Just wants him to be nice and studious and go to college and be a veterinarian or something, you know. But there hasn't been a whole lot to her character for a while. When was the last time Goku and her... they've just been fighting over Gohan for a long time. Was it when he was supposed to get a driver's license? Was it the last time they had another kind of conflict? I don't know. Anyway. That's impossible! How many has he killed so far? He's got like 2 or 3, right? Thanks, guy. Go on! Growed up. Oh! The soccer kick works really well against short people. I keep confusing Trunks and Vegeta now. I can't tell them apart.
テルの底力はまだまだ隠されている。
There it is. So that episode we just get Gohan punching all the Chucky guys in half, and that was the extent of the episode. But it was the final, or at least latest, evolution of Gohan, one of the main characters, who's had quite the lengthy arc at this point. So it makes sense to dedicate an episode to that, and they'd already set up the little guys, so he had something to demonstrate it on without killing Cell, so they'd still be able to go on with this arc. Now, as is usually the case when we end up on the lengthy battle arc structure, then we don't get a whole lot of development, plot or character-wise, in the midst of these things. We definitely had a couple of episodes in the middle, though. We had some shenanigans episodes. Wasn't there a random town recently that we ran into? But now we are definitely deep in the solo with everybody standing around structure of the storytelling. So we'll have to see if they work something else out of this, because they do have the father-son dynamic, which is really actually important for purposes of the show just in general, and storytelling in general. It's pretty important. But again, when we're stuck in this whole thing, then there's a loss of dynamism in the storytelling and what happens versus what's not going to happen, and etc, etc. So anyway, yeah, it still looked cool. It still was awesome when he was punching all the little Chucky guys into oblivion, and we'll see what kind of consequences result from the fact that Gohan is now apparently the strongest person out of everybody. But yeah, we'll see. Episode 186. Sensu and everybody. So he's got the golden whatever sheen plus the electricity now. Why is that?
貴様はご飯にセルの戦い方を見せたかったんだ。セルとあの弁当売りの少年の人は繰り広げられています。サタンの他にセルを倒せる奴がいるもんかよ。腰が抜けた。あいついつの間に。バカな。
That's impossible.
あのご飯ならセルに勝てるかも。
センスです。
パスもアトラントは。
It's impossible. Okay, he's doing a lot of archaeology, but he's not getting a lot of hits in. Do people still do the job of archaeologist? Like they go look for dinosaurs. I don't know. I don't think this is exclusively their vocation when they are an archaeologist. But do people still search for dinosaur bones? Is that still a thing? It seems like it's a profession that would be dwindling year after year. You know, it's like a world explorer or something. You know, you can't be a Cortez or something anymore. Once NASA came around, it pretty much screwed over everybody who was studying for that. It's like, oh, okay, the sailing and let's go to the far ends of the Earth, and then NASA just shoots up a satellite and takes care of it. But I'm just wondering, they got to be running out of friggin' dinosaur bones by now, right? So do people still do that profession? I know when I was a kid, I considered it, but I was like, there's no way it's going to keep going on for a long time. So I don't know if people still do that. Anyway, I should have been an architect. That would have been a good job. So what? Yeah, things are happening. People are punching. Oh my god. So Cell just went ham. And it did nothing. By the way, how do they have clothes that survive this explodey stuff? You have things that take out mountains, but their purple pants are fine. I mean, Cell, he's got, I think his outfit is part of his body structure, so that makes sense. But everybody else, you know, it's like the Hulk, the clothes just happen to be totally fine no matter what happens. Maybe because they're purple. That's the secret. Okay, what? I don't think anybody else's is purple. Those are orange, right? I don't know how that works. Let's see it. Nani? That's impossible. Oh, what's with the like Dracula music? That's impossible. You got this like choral music. Is he gonna look different? I can't remember, was Ki like metachlorians to the Dragon Ball world? Okay, good start. The Gohan tanked it. Alright. Yeah, that's gonna hurt. That's impossible!
この私がたった2発のパンチで隠していた実力に差があったようだ。
たった2発でフルパワー
Gohan's
の
gangster
セル
now.
を追い詰めた。
There it is. Okay, so there's got to be some twist in the next episode that gives Cell the advantage in some way, obviously, but he just powered up, so I'm not sure what it's going to be. But that was another thing, is that in the original Dragon Ball, obviously I watched that first, so I had a different perspective than a lot of people, in America at least, who watched this show. And the cool thing about original Dragon Ball was that it had nothing to do with ki power and measuring ki and all that stuff that came with the Frieza arc. It was about new techniques that they would learn and how cool that was, and they'd use them in different ways and run into different characters that had different powers, and that was a lot of fun. And the key stuff, like, it's fine, and it created that meme, and it represents something, but you don't like just the generic, oh, well, he powered up, and then he powered up, and then he powered up again, and there's some more powering up, and all that stuff. You'd appreciate a little bit more intricacy to the storytelling, and especially if that's going to be so much of your story, is this conflict between characters, this physical conflict, then you'd hope there's more to it. Like, I don't know, like the Marvel movies or something, you see when the different characters, especially the different super-powered characters, when they fight each other, then there's this complementarity to the way that their powers work, and you see how they're used in different ways, like when Iron Man is fighting, what's his name, Captain America or whatever, and just how that, the differences in their abilities, how they work with each other when they're trying to fight each other and all that. I don't know, it's just, here now though, we just got a Cell power-up, and he punched him, and he tanked it, and then he punched him back right in the solar plexus and like really bashed him in there, and so I don't know what they're gonna do with Cell. They have to do something dramatic now in the next episode, but you know what, I'm gonna find out. So yeah, see you in the next one.